Hi, I'm Jordan from Middy Tackle, and today you join me at the stunning Monkhall Fishery. We're here to do a spot of paste fishing. Now, paste is something that people tend to shy away, but at Monkhall it's a method that you've definitely got to master. There's a lot of carp, a lot of big F1s, and to catch them and catch them quick, you need to be fishing short, big pieces of paste, really aggressive to make it count. We're on the Buzzard Lake today, which is predominantly big carp, probably 6 pounds going to be the average, so it lends itself perfect for paste. I've sat myself on peg 11, which is in the middle of the lake. We're at Oblob Lake, and it's smack bang in the middle, where I'd want to be really. With paste fishing, you don't need to fish too far out. It's not like fishing hard pellets long or shallow. So I've come out today with a brand new M3 pole just to give it a little bit of a test, just to see what it's like. I've plumbed up at, I'd say 8-9 metres. It's just where the lake bottoms out. There's a little bit of silt, which is nice for paste because you can get loads of bubbles, attracts lots of fish, and you don't have to feed as much. The paste mix today has been ground bait from Adrenaline. It's 1.5 kilo bags, so you've got plenty for a session. Mix ratio wise, I tend to do 1.5 parts water to 1 part ground bait. It's a very fine, crushed, pure pellet mix with a lot of fish meals in, and they do absorb a lot of water. If you wanted it a little bit stiffer, if you're not 100% confident with pasting, you wanted that a little bit stiffer, just do a 1-to-1. That'd be more than good enough. Inside every bag you get a liquid boost. It's like an oil-based additive. And all you do, you can either add it to your water before, or as I do, once you've added your water and your powder together, just put half a bottle in, and they'll give you your ground bait the maximum attraction that it can. So what do you actually need for paste fishing, floats, hooks wise? Float wise, you want something longish carbon stem, tend to go for carbon that way. If you was to use wire, it tends to rock and you get entangles. Let's make life easy. Carbon stem, thickish long tip, nothing too much, that's a 2mm tip. Either a spring eye or a power eye, they ain't going to rip out, we want durability. Size wise, that'll depend on the depth of water you're fishing in. I've been in 7 foot today, so I've used a 4x16. Nothing too heavy, nothing too light. You want some weight down the line. Some people don't actually fish with weight at all down the line. For me, that ain't how I do things. A little bit of weight down the line and you can play with where that weight's sitting to see if it can maximise bites. Hook wise, again, we ain't messing about. Size 12s or size 10s, maximum is size 12 here at Monkhall. It's a KM4, very strong. We're burying a big lump of paste. There is no need to fish anything smaller than a 12 or a 10. If your fishery allows bigger, go bigger. It's as simple as that. You're after big fish. They can't see the hook. It's masked in a big ball of paste, so use the biggest hook you can. Elastics for paste fishing. Now, there's only 2 I use really. The 20 to 24, perfect for carp, 5 to 8 pound, that sort of bracket, or down the edge. It's quite stretchy. But if you want something that's a little bit more powerful for carp, you know, double figure fish, you need to go for the 25 to 30. That sounds ridiculous. A lot of people say, oh, I don't need a 30 elastic. It's not that heavy, it's perfect. It's well balanced, you won't have to use your stripper kit. Fish will swim out your peg and you'll just be able to lift up and net them quite easily. It's the last hour of the match when you're going to be fishing paste normally and you've got a big weight and make it count. If you're going to catch 8 fish, you want to get them out as quick as you can. And the 25 to 30 is my choice. There's a couple of different ways you can fish paste in regarding how do you transport it out into your peg. Ideally you want to be fishing it as soft as you can, and the grip flex pots from Middy are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small, they're sort of a happy medium. You can get a nice big blob of paste in there, no problem. Alternatively, if you want to fish paste a lot stiffer, you can just wrap a little bit of elastic around your top kit, hook your line on and ship out, and then swing it into your peg. But ideally you want to be fishing paste as sloppy and as wet as you can, and these little pots are perfect for that. Session, the way it's gone, I've started with probably 50, 60 6mm pellets in twice. And it was good for a bit, but after that there was too many fish there, so I've had to sort of cut back, if anything, feed nothing. Just let the paste sort of feed the swim itself. Every time you miss a fish or miss a bite, you're leaving something there and the fish are coming in. With the new adrenaline ground bait, because it's so potent and we've added a liquid boost into it, there's a lot of smells in the water column, which is just keeping the fish there, which is great. You don't have to feed so much. It's quite a cheap day's fishing really. One bag of ground bait and a few 6mm. Like I said, started missing a lot of bites, so what I've done is I've actually added some more ground bait to the mix, stiffened it up a little. So I was fishing it really sloppy, which leaves a nice cloud as it's going through. It attracts a lot of fish, but can sometimes attract too many. Stiffened it up, and that's made it a little bit easier. I mean, it's 7 foot out there. As you know, there's a lot of water and a lot of fish, and you can get a lot of liners. So I've stiffened it up and started connecting with a few more fish. The only thing you could do is, if you are missing a lot of fish, is either go a section past. Paste makes a big area, you'll get a lot of fizz, a lot of bait here, there and everywhere. You can go a metre past, metre shorter, left, right. The only thing you'll have to bear in mind is you might have to plumb up. Obviously it's a silty bottom out there and they can dig away at it really quick. And another thing is you might want to leave a little bit more line between your pole tip and connector. Sometimes you can fish it really short and these carp will rip through the silts and you'll end up with no line left. So sometimes just having a bit of a longer line will help you. Right, that's just a little insight in how I fish paste here at Monkhall. It's not as scary as what people make out, that you need this specialised stuff. All you need is strong main line, a long tip float really, something 4x14, big hooks and a decent ground bait to make your paste out of.